Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. In the last part, we defeated the Nameless King. We claimed our birthright by defeating all the Lords of Cinder as an unkindled ash. And now in this part, we are going to be facing the final boss of Dark Souls 3. But not before I do a little bit of something out here, because I think there's something for us to do out here. If it will load, that is. There we go. I believe there is something for us to do out here. I could be wrong, but I would like to check anyway. Because after a few NPC quest lines are over, some items will spawn out here in this graveyard outside Firelink Shrine. So it can be useful to sort of come out here and look around for any items that may have spawned, just in case you did a quest line for an NPC, but you don't remember what NPC it was for. More often than not, you can find the item out here. What the fuck? Okay. Yes, we have an NPC here.
The poor wretched souls, be they lord or legend, the curse shows no mercy. What a sham. The poor be the what?
Alright, so I'm not entirely sure what he's referring to or anything like that. I'm sure there's some like quest line involving him in some way, but I have honestly no fucking clue. So we'll just leave it at that, I think. And yeah, I guess now is a good a time as any to finish off the game. What you want to do with your lords, the ashes of the Lords of Cinder you defeat, is you want to take them to each of these individual chairs and put their ashes on their respective seats. Return them to their duty to fulfill the prophecy and extend the Age of Fire. There we got the Twin Princes, Yorm, the Abyss Watchers, and Aldrich. Once all the Lords of Cinder are placed in the right spot, you may kneel at the bonfire and speak with the Firekeeper.
Five lords sit their 5 thrones, all thanks to thee, most worthy of lords, Ashen One, with the lords as thy witness. Bend thy knee before the bonfire's coiled sword, and let the lords' embers acknowledge thee as their true heir. Farewell, Ashen One.
I accidentally skipped a bit of her dialogue, but that's okay. When you're ready, kneel at the bonfire.
Noble lords of Cinder, the fire fades. And the lords go without thrones. Surrender your fires to the true heir. let him grant death. To the old gods of Lordran, deliverers of the first flame.
And just like that, we have been taken to the Kiln of the First Flame. The same place from the very first Dark Souls game where the First Flame brought about the Age of Fire and made the world what it was. This boss fight and this area will pay very much homage to the first Dark Souls game in more ways than one. I will definitely be muting my mic for this fight, since, as I've said before earlier in my playthrough, this has got to be one of my favorite, if not my all-time favorite, boss music from any Souls game ever made. I don't think it gets any better than this, as far as boss music goes. There are some boss music in the DLC for this game that is equally as good. But this has to be my personal favorite. In any case, we are ready to face him, and I hope you guys enjoy the fight. And I hope you guys have also been enjoying this playthrough. Let's get it done. I am a little bit disappointed that I died there. I was hoping to make that fight as dramatic and as simultaneously dramatic and as emotional as possible. The Soul of Cinder is the amalgamation of every person and every chosen one throughout every Dark Souls game that has ever linked the fire. As you can see, it uses all forms of combat, all forms of magic. It will do everything it can to stop you, and when you weaken it enough, it regresses back into its original form, Gwyn. And you could tell from the boss music, since I wanted to turn it up since it's so good. Gwyn, the final boss from the first Dark Souls game, his soul is still in there somewhere. And essentially you're just fighting the amalgamation of all the chosen ones over the thousands of years this game's story has taken place, alongside Gwyn's own soul. And it is a battle for the ages. It truly is epic and tragic at the same time. I think I will relower the music now, since I've given you all a chance to sort of listen to it for yourselves. I really do love this boss fight. I am a little disappointed I died, though. So yeah, we'll be trying again. But like I said last time, or yeah, like I was saying before, guys, I hope you enjoy this boss fight, and I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. We'll be trying again now. So let's get to it. That was the Soul of Cinder, ladies and gentlemen. The final boss of Dark Souls 3. And honestly, one of the coolest bosses in this game. Not just because of its music, not just because of its really awesome looking boss arena. Just the fact that it all boils down to this. After thousands, if not tens of thousands of years of people linking the fire, an unkindled one rises from the ashes to take down the amalgamation of all chosen ones that came before him, or her. And when he finally regresses into Gwyn's state, with his moveset and everything, you put him out of his misery for good. And once that's all said and done, you come to the first flame. And this is another part where you have plenty of endings to choose from. I didn't try to go for any particular endings in this run, since I want to leave the mystery of all the different endings of this game to you guys instead, since there are many to explore and many, many reasons to continue playing this amazing game. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this playthrough. Once again, we will be linking the first flame and ending the Age of Fire, or continuing it, I'm not really sure. Yeah, let's do it. And we will, of course, be skipping the credits. But all credit goes to Miyazaki and his development team for making this fantastic game. After the credits, you have the option to go straight to New Game Plus, or you can stay in your current New Game cycle after killing the final boss and continue wrapping up things. So we're not gonna be going straight to New Game Plus, because there are a few more things for us to do. First of all, we can take the Soul of Cinder's soul to Ludleth, who is also dead. After you return the Lords of Cinder to their thrones and activate the final area of the game, Ludleth will die. And in doing so, it will give you the Skull Ring. I don't remember what that does, actually. Oh, yes. So it's like the opposite of the Thief Ring from Demon Souls. It just makes it easier for you to be detected, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose that could still be useful in some situations. Now, after Ludleth dies, you can still use the Transposing Kiln to make boss soul weapons and things. So you don't have to worry about that. But with the Soul of Cinder's boss soul, you can make two things. You can make the Sunlight Spear, which is one of the best, if not the best, offensive miracle spell in the game, as far as lightning damage goes. It does far more damage than any of the other lightning spears in this game. But of course, the drawback to this is that you do have to wait until pretty much the end of the game to get your hands on this miracle. So if you want to use other miracles before then, Great Lightning Spear or something to that effect would probably still be better. And you can also get the Firelink Greatsword, which is a good quality sword weapon with fire damage attached to it. Because it doesn't have any intelligence or faith scaling, however, you can't get any extra bonuses from the fire damage of this sword, as far as I'm aware. So all in all, it's not the best great sword weapon, but especially since it doesn't get scaling from its fire damage. But it is okay enough, I suppose, if you don't mind like cosplaying as the Soul of Cinder or anything like that. Once again, we won't be using that soul for anything, so we will be using that soul instead to just get a couple more level ups if we can.
Very well then.
Now,
Ashen One.
I've said it a few times already, but I'll say it again. I hope you guys have been enjoying this playthrough. I really enjoyed making it. Honestly, there's just so much replayability to this game. It's absolutely insane. I can come back to it after like 10 plus years and still find different builds to try and new ways to explore, new ways to fight bosses and things. It's just so great of a game. But I digress. We may have beaten the game, but we are not done yet. This is the part where if you have the DLC, there is more game to play. This NPC that I told you from the very beginning of the game is the DLC NPC. We will not be doing that just yet, and it might be a little while before I get to recording all of this. Unless you guys are really looking forward to that, I don't know. But yeah, I can record the DLC and try that out for you guys as well, and show you what the final boss of both DLCs look like, because they are equally as epic and as challenging as the Soul of Cinder was. So, if you guys want to see me play the DLC, you know, I'm up for it. Just let me know if you guys want to see it, because I'll record it. But yeah, aside from that, that'll pretty much be the end of the main playthrough of Dark Souls 3. So thank you guys again so much for watching this playthrough. I enjoyed it through and through, and I hope you guys did as well. And until next time, when we take on the DLC, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you all then.